Hello.
Tumo already, let's go.
Dude, thank you so much, DNA. I appreciate the 3 months in advance, man. Look who finally live. It's not my fault. It's Calamity's fault. It's not my fault, guys. We were eating dinner, and then we were talking, and then next thing you know, we had to finish a conversation, so one thing led to another, and then suddenly we're 10 minutes late. Alex No Toes. God damn. Hello, Alex. Hello, chat. Hi, comic. Excited to see this board today. I am pleasantly... I'm not going to say I'm pleasantly excited, per se, but, like, I think this is going to have a bit of a divisive audience to it. I mean, actually, you know what? I don't even know. Honestly, this could be like the best keyboard for everyone, but I just think the aesthetic of it might not be for everyone. But it is really cool, and I'm glad that Bomb Studios decided to make this. I believe they're also working in conjunction with the people who developed the remember that cat keyboard with the ears? So I think it's going to be interesting. The price point's a little on the higher side. It's with the PCB, roughly about $390. So here before the ping? Did I not ping? I thought I pinged. So it is a little bit pricey, but I'm excited to see the board. Little thing beforehand. I gotta say that I'm gonna go through the Discord again today, and there are a few people. I'm a little disappointed. I'm gonna voice my opinions, voice my thoughts here. I posted, let's be a little nice, and let's not call people names and stuff. And then literally as I did that, like 20 minutes later, people are being angry about some other opinion and name calling. So, listen, I hate to be that guy. I hate to be like the boring dude, but like, just fucking stop. It's like honestly, it's kind of fucking cringe now. Like, I don't get why we can't just like discuss our opinions like in an adult manner at this point here. Like, you guys have differing opinions, that's cool. So, you guys don't have to like the same things. So I'm gonna be looking through what happened. Not that it was anything too serious, but like, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little sick of it. So yeah. Anyways, just wanted to voice that. It's a little annoying. A little annoying having to remind people about that and then literally have it happen 20 minutes later. So be nice to each other. What a wild and radical concept. Note the sarcasm. Note it. What's up, Corgi? How you doing, man? It's been happening a decent bit lately. Just trying to shut my mouth. Well, I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna take a look. I mean, I've definitely seen it a few times in the past few weeks here, few months. That, I mean, it's not really drama, Pyro. It's just, I think there are some hot-headed people in the server, and I'm not afraid to say it, that I think need an ego check and need to, like, just tone it down. That's it. So, either I will be removing those people, or they can tone it down. I'll give everyone, like, another week or two. So, like I said, it was not Anit. Anit is actually a pretty nice guy, despite trolling the fuck out of me. Not a fan. Pushed me out of the hobby for a while back. Pyro, I hope you stay, my guy. Just say the word and I'll take care of it. Peter, please. What do I think of the new GFX? Like the new GFX camera series? Is there a new Fuji one that came out recently? If it's me, sorry. No, it wasn't. I mean, I don't know if it's anyone here today right now. But I'm just speaking my shit right now. I need to vent it out. I need to tell you guys. The GFX 100 RF? Which camera is that? GFX 100 RF? World's first fixed lens medium format camera. What's the point of this? Okay, I don't actually agree with this camera. Listen, I shoot medium format right now. All right, I have a medium format camera. It is not fun to sit there and edit medium format, even JPEGs. Like, they're just too big. So unless they have some sort of good compression system, what's the point? I don't know. Yeah, also no built-in stabilization. Is that a thing on that? How big is medium format photos? Well, mine is also 102 megapixels because I think all the medium format cameras, like, well, Hasselblad and GFX use the same sensors, just different tuning. They're all made by Sony. And they end up being around 220 to 250 megabytes if you shoot RAW. Pixel wise, they're over 10,000 pixels tall or wide, however you shoot in portrait or landscape. And then even in JPEG, they're pretty damn big. Like, I think a good quality JPEG that comes out of the camera is still 40 plus megabytes for a JPEG. At that point there, like, I think I'd have to ask myself, like, what do I need the medium format for? There is a sort of specific look that you can get out of medium format, but, like, it's not... Listen, having shot everything, you might notice it a little bit at first, but after a while, like, you don't notice it. I still think crop sensors are fantastic. So hot take, but all these huge file sizes are just a pain unless you're using... Yeah, I don't agree with the medium format point and shoot, like what they're trying to do with the fixed lens. I think it's kind of silly. But who knows? I just think it's just way too much memory you're going to be just consuming. Also, why isn't Fuji just worried about fulfilling all the rest of their X106 pre-orders? How about that? For the PC agar, do you think the PC or aluminum plate would be better? I think the aluminum plate, personally. I think the aluminum would be better. The fact that Sony makes money off a ton of different products is insane. They have a hand in so much. Just wish they would make better software for their own DSLRs. You mean the mirrorless cameras? Yeah, I think they also should make better software. Their UI system just sucks. I use the Sony A7R II. I haven't tested any of their new stuff, but it's kind of poopy. I cannot afford another hobby. I know nothing about cameras and will live with it. Yeah, I mean, one hobby at a time is usually like a good thing. So, what's up, Jessica? How you doing? On another note, on another not so complicated hand, I got some spicy beef patties. Ah, damn, that actually sounds real good right now. Actually, we had pot roast for the first time. Calamity made pot roast. So, it was really good. I legit cannot afford photography, but me 4 years ago could. I get that. It's not, I mean, actually, even in the last 4 years, it's gotten real expensive, so... You can afford any hobby. We all have blood and organs. Believe in yourselves. I bought I bought a 102 like 2 months ago before the 100. Oh, the GFX series. I love the camera. It brought me so much joy from moving from the Canon R5. I need to post a whole BAM. Oh, dude, I would love to see that. I want to take my Hassie to Banff. I think that would be really cool. I have a nice 50mm lens for it that I think would be super neat. Bringing that. So, my stomach is growling right now. We talked about patties. I'm not going to want one. Being a Canon user, I'm crying at these RF prices. Yeah, I've seen some of the new, all the prices. X2D, yes. That's what I've been using. I got rid of my GFX series. I spent all my fun money on birthday present. On my birthday present, the camera. No more fun spending for the camera. Yeah. Did you end up getting it or no? I need to know, what do you prefer on the top of your bagels? You guys are going to hate the answer to this one. I'm just like a butter and bagel kind of guy. I like basically any bagel, like all the bagel. Don't say it, Elk One. I like butter and bagels. That's it, man. Depending on the bagel, though, peanut butter is pretty good. But that's as far as I go. Plain bagel with butter. Goddamn. Who would have thunk? Okay, you know what? Leave me alone, right? The Alex special? Low-key, I don't like bagels to begin with. You have to get specific bagels. Bro, why plain everything? It's because I'm boring, alright, guys? I'm just a boring dude. Just trying to make his way through life. Super boring guy, alright? You seem like a dry bagel / toast type of guy. Bro, what did I do to deserve this today? I'm trying to spread niceness today and happiness, and I'm getting roasted because of my bagel choices. That's crazy. I'm a wee bit hyped for this. I figured you would be, Gingy. Alright, shall we take a look at it? Alright. So, in case you guys haven't seen this, this is the Dolch TKL. Let me actually pull up the website because I accidentally closed it. One moment. Here it is. So, this is by the same company, like I told you guys, who did the what was that keyboard called? The Meow 75 or something. The one with the cat ears, if you guys remember. And then I think they've done one or two other projects, but you'll kind of understand. Like, they make chunky keyboards. I don't have Dolch before you guys get upset with me. I wish I did. I also don't know what color we got today because I haven't opened it. I'm actually go to not the Korean website. One second. Let me open up the global website. So again, it's going to be about $390. It depends though, because it's going to depend on what PCB you end up getting. The PCB is sold separately, which I understand. I just wish in a lot of regards they put the PCB on the same page when you're hitting buy and putting it in the cart. I don't even know if they're selling PCBs separately. I think they are. They are. So I wish they had put it on the same thing, but they're not. Also, I don't know. Does the base come with a plate? That's a great question too. Just the PCB. Or actually, does it not? Actually, I don't know. That's a great question. Top, bottom, alu plate. Oh, it does come with aluminum plate stock. All right, so let's take a look at this thing. And this is a group buy. So here's the PCB. Oh, we got a hot swap PCB today. Here I was preparing to solder. This is a McLovin PCB. We love that. McLovin PCBs, real nice. Let's take a look at the PCB first. I have an MTNU set. Or wait, no, I don't have an MTNU set anymore. I think the only one I have are prototype ones. So here's our McLovin PCB over here. So there's the extra diodes, which we absolutely love. I think that is such a nice decision. And then we have a whole bunch of other things over here. So some decent compatibility, kinda. Although we have a fixed spacebar, which I'm wondering if that's because are they offering different tops or something? Or maybe that's just stay faithful to some sort of layout, but no different spacebars there. But we do have ISO, it looks like. Oh no, maybe not. We have split right, which is interesting, and a split backspace, but no ISO. Interesting. Do they have a solder PCB for this? They do. And I wonder if the solder PCB looks a little nicer and has more compatibility. Let me see. Let me see if they even offer. No, maybe there's no option. I don't know what the solder PCB is going to look like. They're not offering that. We have some bump-ons. Our little badge, the Dolch badge. They offer 2 different badges here, I think. And then we have our daughter board. Cool. Ooh, they sent us over silver. I think this is silver. Yeah, this is silver. Oh, this looks nice. This is nice. So this is a inspired by the other Dolch keyboard there, which if you guys want a cool little comparison, Diego Lightning Keyboards did a comparison on that. So that is on his, I think it's on his YouTube now. But that was really cool. And the only thing I'm not too sure about, I know that this is a prototype and they mentioned that there could be some defects with this particular prototype, but I'm not too sure if this plate will remain the same with the cat. Maybe it will as a callback to their older keyboards. But look at that. Look how nice this is. Isn't that cool? I love this color too. This is gorgeous. I want to put the badge in now too. Would be fun with clickies. I think they're just adhesive badges. Yeah. So we got to make a decision on which one we want. Although I think I'm going to go with this guy. Just the standard Dolch badge. Damn. That's super cool. Okay. We'll put this in here in a second. Ooh. Here is the side profile, which we can do some measurements here in a bit as well, but it is it looks rather slim. I don't know. Do they have measurements on the website? Let me see. I mean, they have the typing angle, which is 5 degrees, which is kind of the same as mode boards, for example, but nothing else. So we'll do some of these things here, some of these measurements. There is the back. Very, very nice. And then here is the bottom of this board. Again, call back to the MTNU, the Dolch board. Love the exposed screws here. Oh, I guess there's 2 places for the badges, which is cool. I don't know if one's supposed to go in one spot and the other, but we'll figure that out. Very, very nice. This is really pretty. All right, so the anodizing looks fantastic on this. I do like the fact that we're using some nice standard bubble feet for this too. This looks really good. It is hefty. It is kind of weighty. The way the lines go remind me of the desk from a long, long time ago. Of a desk? I think I know what you're talking about in it. Love how it manages to look both so retro and so modern. Yeah, I think that's what they kind of pivoted this as, or pitched this as rather. I shouldn't say pivot it. They kind of pitched this as like a classic look with kind of some modern touches to it. But it is really nice. Okay, let's actually get the plate out of this. This is gorgeous. All right. Let me get my screwdriver. Damn, I really had I wish I had MTNU right now. I'm a little disappointed in myself, I'm not gonna lie. Time to go home. Need to make it home before the sound test. Sounds good, Keep Science. I expect a wee bit of 2019 jank on this board. I recommend a force break on it already. Yeah. Probably. I wonder how the internals are gonna look. I think this is just a top mount, but we'll see. They did send this over for me to keep as well. We'll probably end up giving this away, just as an FYI. I don't know when, but... Oh, are these different bits over here? These are different bits, or I need a different bit for this. Do you know if the Bridge 75 did a pull request? I have no idea. I don't have the Bridge anymore with me. The Bridge was sent back. I thought I was able to keep that board, but no. So I'll have to double check.
Was listening to a song and the lyrics were as follow. Warning, post-hypnotic suggestions running the ships assure the orange light that follows will soon proclaim itself a god. Conclusion, Alex will soon proclaim himself the god of Project Bluebeam. People, wake up while it's time.
Damn. Alex will soon proclaim himself? Yeah, I was going to say this sounds like... Is this a System of a Down song? Oops. What the hell? There's the screw. Stuck at home with a nasty fever. Dude, why is everyone getting sick? Dude, I swear to God, the last few weeks, everyone has gotten a little sick. Everybody. So the countersunk screws are for the front. Okay. Spring is in peak form. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Whoa. Interesting. So, the top mount uses 2 screw points on each mounting tab over here. So nice.
Peter Dag1 gifted a tier 1 sub to Pastela Vista 02.
So there is a nice cable channel for the daughter board, but there is a lot of surface area in which we have surface area contacting each other. So, potentially, as Gingy pointed out, we might actually have to force break this depending on how this ends up sounding, but this could also sound really cool, who knows. This is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen 2 screws for 1 mounting point. I'm almost wondering why that was. Just to keep it like uniform or everything. There is mounting points underneath the spacebar. I am not too upset by this though in this particular board, but yeah, it would have been nice if the mounting point was like here and here. For top mount, listen, this is my personal preference and there's nothing wrong with putting tabs underneath the mounting point. I just find it ends up feeling a little bit more stiff / sounding a bit more resonant, especially on top mount. Usually I think it's kind of like a rule of thumb that you try not to. But again, you can do it. You can do it in a very good way. This is done in an okay way. So these little relief cuts where the tabs are, this should help with some stiffness / resonance in some case, but it's not a very well done leaf spring, for example. I think a better tab system would have been a little bit nicer here. But the relief cut definitely helps. It's not just a solid piece of metal tab, which is cool. But let's take these off. And we'll go from there. Sounds kind of dead sometimes. Yeah, usually it can sound a little flat, you know what I mean? A little flat. So what have you guys been up to the last few days? What have you guys been up to? Yesterday we played a little bit of a board game called Avalon. Bro, those type of games give me anxiety. Dude, Alex, I got great news today. Tell me. Tell all of us. Raising a new puppy? Hell yeah, dude. How's that been? Has that been a good journey so far? Jumped on Zoku? Oh, the flyback board? Got to work, came home tired, go to work, come home tired, go to work, come home tired. So how do you like adulthood? It's pretty nice, right? You stoked for the next 45 years? You pumped? Been adulthood, man. I'm 25. But you were not for nothing, and not to put you down at all, but you had it nice because you were in school, and I think you were working part-time, right? School, honestly, I take for granted as well. Hear me out. School was kind of fun. I know it's stressful and all, but like, it's not like same. You were full-time plus school? I thought you were part-time school. Damn. School, I find, is not like it kind of differs every single day. You know what I mean? Kind of differs every single day. Even homework is fine. Like you're learning. You're kind of still keep being kept on your toes a little bit. You know. Got my Dune 65 in great working order thanks to Annette's suggestion. Damn, that's a sentence I'd never think I'd hear in my entire life. Is the fish on the left of the plate an Easter egg? It might have something to do with the cat keyboard. I think this is the same plate from then, so. And it helped for once. But how is your job, though, other than tiring, Do you find it rewarding at all? If Annette helped, it was clearly an accident? Damn, that's crazy. Thank God I've moved the roasting over to Annette. Bruh? Thank goodness, dude. I don't think I could handle another day of that. Alright, let's get some cherry clipping stabs and let's prep some of these guys. This is wild. Compliment for Nord? You know what I can handle any day of the week? Nord. Even when he's sick. Nord, I hope you're doing well. And I hope you beat the sickness, dude. I hope you beat it, my friend. Love you, buddy. This shit is so stressful. I have to make sure our residents aren't dead. Yeah, that's gonna mentally probably take its toll a little bit, huh? What am I getting? I'm getting clippers. I need these things. All right, let's move this over to the side, and let's start clipping things. He's so smooth with it. You make it too easy, though, Nord. You make it too easy. I prefer work over school. School was 24/7 stress. Yeah, I mean, okay, to be honest, I'm kind of obviously generalizing it. You could have a job that keeps you on your toes too. I think from past experiences, most of the jobs I ended up having ended up feeling very repetitive. I mean, for a lot of reasons, but where's the camera focusing on? Come this way, there we go. Oh, I want pizza. Anyways, what keyboard bring on Saturday? What did you want me to bring again, Ad? I hope I can come. I have to triple check that I'm not doing anything, but I think nothing got brought up. What did you want me to bring? Oh, should we be doing 5 or doing 5? Not a bull one, because you know he won't touch it. Damn. How did this go to Ad now? School was zero stress. I didn't have a mortgage and dependents back then. Yeah. Listen, I'm on the like. I think this is interesting too to see where people lie and what stresses them out too. For me, school, I thought was stressful. and I thought learning things was stressful, but I didn't realize, like, yeah, there's deadlines for school and stuff, but man, it just felt so much more calm. And like, even when you had a lot of weight on your shoulders, it was like for me, a manageable weight. And then you get, I don't know, like I feel like when the stress shifted to where I had to take care of things, and you know, I really had to make sure that you don't lose your job, and that's when it starts to become like, oh man, tough. Bro, almost 30, married, no kids, renting with no mortgage, not much stress to be honest. Hey, you know what? We're all a little different. Crispy, I'm hella happy that you don't have stress right now. Stress is literally the fucking worst. Yeah, the job stress hit me different too. When you say school, Alex, are you talking about high school or college? High school. This is as far as I got. I went to other courses afterwards, but like nothing that I got a degree for. And then I don't think I've ever told you guys this. I ended up later on in life going back to try to get into school. Ultimately though, I ended up not going far with that. I think I was in a very bad time of my life where I was just like, I thought I wanted that, but I stressed and Alex didn't see my messages. Oh shit, Peter, let me click on your name here and figure out what you said. Time investment is a big one for me, and going from like 7 hours of like 8 different subjects of school to like 1 to 2 hours of homework was brain overload. Totally fair. Having just one task basically and proper work home boundaries is wonders for me. That's an interesting way to put it, actually. Let's see, Peter. It was a joke. Did I actually miss I'm graduating pretty soon in college. Just got an email from pharma company in San Diego. Dude, that means you're getting a job soon, Peter? No, geez, that's interesting that you say that. For me, I'm the exact opposite, where I feel like I feel like the different type of stress hit me. You know what I mean? But I'm actually really glad to hear that you kind of have that balance now. You know what is true stress? Trying to sharpen a pencil, but the edges keep breaking off. No, you know what the biggest form of stress I've ever had in my entire life that shouldn't be stressful? Okay. You guys know when people tie plastic bags too much? All right. You know, like when I don't know, let's just pretend you ordered takeout, right? You ordered takeout and they tied the plastic bag, but they, for some reason, they are suddenly the Hulk, and they can tie the bag at it just fuses the plastic with the other plastic because of all the friction. That's how strong they were when they closed it. And then you sit there trying to just nicely open the stupid ass bag. Okay, you know what, Sai? Sai's judging us right now. And you want to say the bag? Yeah. And then you just can't, so you end up ripping the bag because you're frustrated. That's actually the biggest form of stress I've ever felt in my entire life, dude. Alex exposing himself, cut it open. Yeah, but I want to save the bag, man. That's me for real. I tie the bag too hard. Why though, man? Why? Why do you do such things? Honestly, I just see the bag as a special snack. Huh? Are you eating the bag? Might need to hit the gym? Ain't no way. You guys have never had problems with tight bags like that, man. Ain't no way, dude. Oh yeah, DNA. Let me take a look. If you guys are telling me you guys have never struggled at least once or twice in your life, planning to buy a used cam later.
I'll hold down the fort.
What the fuck? Siri just said she'll hold down the fort. Okay. Planning to buy a used camera later this summer. Would you recommend DSLR? I would not recommend a DSLR. Dude, I mean, okay, hear me out. Who's even making DSLRs these days? I would just get a mirrorless. Unless that's what you meant, and maybe I'm just kind of misunderstanding what you're asking, but just get yourself a mirrorless. They're lighter. If you're going to do some traveling with the camera, trust me, the lighter the camera, the better you'll feel. So digital is the way to go. Sorry, not sorry. Well, DSLRs are digital. DSLRs, in case someone doesn't know, basically it's a single lens reflex. So you're looking through the lens of the camera. So if the eyepiece bounces off mirrors and then goes down and then goes through the lens. So you're kind of seeing that, and it flips up when you go to take a picture and exposes the sensor and then flips down. Mirrorless, you just get a digital readout of what you see on the sensor in the eyepiece, which can make the whole system smaller, which in turn makes it lighter. So I would recommend getting a mirrorless camera. I just want to use cam. You can get yourself some decent used mirrorless cameras. There are so many on the used market right now. I am confident that you'll be able to find one. Like super confident. As for like which ones, maybe look up for A6000s from Sony, or you could decide that you want to pick up yourself a Fuji camera, because Fujis do make pretty decent little starter cameras as well. Oh no, you're all good, Tony. Too late DSLRs have amazing. The late DSLRs have amazing battery life for still photography. Well, yeah, one less screen to use, so a little bit less energy being used there. For sure, I agree with that. I don't know though. I'm still on team mirrorless. I think mirrorless cameras. I think having a little bit of a lighter camera, especially if you want to do a smidge of traveling, is the way to go. I was thinking about this the other day, man. Like, when I first got into cameras, like, dude, I was all like, oh yeah, you gotta get the biggest camera with the biggest lens. That's how you know, like, you're taking quality shots. And then as now, like, I start to kind of, like, realize that, shit, those things are fucking heavy. I'm like, what is the smallest thing I can bring out that takes, like, good pictures? But it's crazy how my perception of that has completely shifted these days. Like, you don't want to be dragging around. I remember I used to drag around some of these lenses. Like, jeez, I don't know what I was thinking. And I'd be in, like, pain. They'd be like, no, this is good. There are people who lugged full-size video cameras up mountains to film there. I can understand that if you want certain qualities. I think more of, like, a just street perspective. Oh, man. Did anyone get the MX2As you listed? Yeah, someone bought them pretty quickly, actually. I was surprised. I'll have another batch of switches tomorrow for you guys, too. I sent you a pic of the Fuji got off K. Oh, yeah, how was your experience with K? I haven't bought with them in a long, long time. Not me carrying 40 pounds of camera gear on the semi-regular basis. You know, Pyro, I'm even dreading bringing the medium format anywhere, like other than studio work. It just seems like it's going to be a pain in the butt. How do you manage it though? Do you take like bags or I guess camera bags and stuff? Like, do you have like a system you use for that? Man, I recall thinking I could never afford a mirrorless camera back then. Then my first DSLR was a Sony E100. Mirrorless was kind of expensive back then when it first came out, I think, right? I didn't really jump into mirrorless right away because I had so much Nikon stuff that I just stuck with Nikon for forever. Oh, so you're using like a big backpack? Lowepro makes some good stuff. If you arrange it, it's pretty damn comfy. Does it have all the extra straps that you can like buckle yourself into? It was great, honestly, and the camera has only 7,500 shutter count. That is actually pretty damn low. Like, that is a very barely used camera, in my opinion. That is extremely low. My PCB is hella bowed. Is that bad? Which board? Honestly, it shouldn't matter. You should be able to, like, install everything and be like, nah, not a worry. Bauer Light? Oh, yeah. I think those are using Wilba PCBs, right? Those are always bowed. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Chest and waist strap are a necessity? Yeah. Can you make a massive favor? I was wondering if the case has a ping issue. I just want to see what it sounds like. You tap on the middle finger on the bottom. Do you want me... Okay, Gingy, do you want me to... with it on the desk or lift it up? Or do you want the top piece back on too? Maybe I should just do in the air. Okay, I can't close it right now, but I'm using my fingernail like you suggested. Honestly, it's not that bad. I've heard worse. This doesn't sound like very bell-like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't sound like a bell's going off. That's not that bad. Maybe this brings me a bit more confidence then. That's a relief. Yeah. I've heard way worse. That is one unit of a keyboard. It is really cool though. I'm glad I can contribute to camera convos as well as learn more. It's a fun journey. I suggest for anyone getting into cameras, find a good photographer that your style kind of vibes with and study their pictures and try to figure out how they took photos as like a little lesson to yourselves, and then try to start applying your own style to the photos you end up taking and see where it leads you. What if I study you? Damn. Honestly, Adam, I'd be really flattered. No, that's the Fuji camera. There is not a bit of green to this. This is just how Fuji renders this particular color. Actually, even on this one, which is a bit darker. Unfortunately, not much I can do. Fuji, even on the standard Provia, I think, film sim. So, yeah, it's a camera thing. Fuji is known for having a bit of greens in the camera. It's pretty like standard gray. I probably could, but I also, hear me out, I kind of like having a little bit of a stylized stream. But I'll show you guys in regular photos. Jeez, I was actually gonna be like, let me take a photo and show you guys, but then I realized, yeah, I'd have to use a LUT via OBS. My recommendation I always give the beginners when editing their photos is to edit to what you think looks good, then back off a bit. That's actually a really good piece of advice as well. Sometimes people go crazy with edits. Also, don't feel guilty for people getting into it who are maybe watching right now. Don't feel guilty for finding a trendy style that people are doing and doing that too, because at the end of the day, you're still learning how things work. And I think that's a good way to learn. Copying trendy edits for photos. I used to be all about the foam, and your content has encouraged me to experiment with no foam. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad. I still like foam. So foam is fun in certain aspects of keyboards. But I think it's fun to go both ways with, trying with and without. So, dude, I'm glad. That makes me happy. What have you been finding with that lately? All right, there we go. One more. The hobby is healing. Oh my gosh, Gingy. Also, shoot and edit what you think, what you like. So many people want to... Oh, yeah, dude. Some people do complain about trends a lot as well. Like, people see it and they're like, oh, too trendy. How dare you? You're not a real photographer. Just shoot what you like. I agree with that, Pyro. Absolutely. It's not a good stream unless I get a slight groan from Alex. Yeah. It's Gingy. Isn't photography about doing what you think looks good? Well, just like every other hobby, unfortunately, some people like to gatekeep, and some people like to take it upon themselves to be a little, how can I word this? They have a bit of a god complex with what they do. I think that's the best way to describe this, and they think they are the best, and what they do doesn't, with their shit don't stink type of thing. So that is what happens. But I mean, dude, that literally happens in keyboards as well. That literally happens in keyboards where everyone's opinion is the right opinion and all your opinions are wrong. Literally the exact same thing happens. What do you mean? I'm the best. What do you mean? What do you mean? I take the best pictures. I think it happens in every hobby. Yeah, literally every hobby. Kind of have to figure out a way to filter out the noise in that sense, but the most we can do is we can keep bringing up that, and hopefully people change over time. Gatekeeping is real, brah? Dude, for real. You know, it's crazy. After all these years, too, I still see people do the whole foam and not foam gatekeeping thing, which I hope one day stops. What do you mean? I'm the best keyboard enthusiast in Newfoundland? I'm sure there's other ones. I'm an elite. It's an elitist attitude that keeps people from getting in the hobby. I wish people would just accept people have different preferences. Yeah, you know, as much as I try to understand it some days, like, yeah, it's like projecting, it's like unhappiness. Man, I don't fucking know anymore. Honestly, no clue. Thank you, Gargle.
Woot woot.
Appreciate that, man. Oh, by the way, in case we hit the sub goal, we'll give away the play tray today. Legit, like, normalize using case plate foam if you want to shape the sound a bit. I mean, dude, you know what's crazy? Is I really like when people include plate foam and case foam, because I think it's a great way to modify sound, because sometimes you end up buying like a switch combo that maybe doesn't pair with the plate, and you're like, well, I might need to use some foam here, and it's nice when it comes with a set. Oh gosh, I don't know what it is. I think my voice is a little shot from whatever reason. I don't know why. I ordered McDonald's today. Oof. Actually, McDonald's doesn't actually sound too good to me right now. I was thinking about the fries. The fries sound good, but the burger, eh. To be honest, foam has kind of fallen off in terms of the quality of what comes in the box. Some companies, I agree. Some companies give you a really crappy foam that really doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. But some brands still give you some decent stuff. I want to do a 160 soon. I have no idea if there's prototypes for that. I think there is. I wonder if I can pester Mike to send me one. I've been off McDonald's for a minute now. I miss the French fries. Honestly, I don't really care for their burgers. It's like just in case I have nothing to eat and it happens to be the closest thing. But their fries are pretty damn good. Their burgers, I don't know, man. Literally any other burger place for me is a bit better. Well, in some cases a lot better, but... Alright. Let's start installing these on the PCB. Let's put some stuff away too. Duo 40 GB is back up. They look so nice. Duo 40. Can you link that one there? I don't really remember that one there off the top of my head. Let's do this. I'm gonna clean up just a smidge. Thanks, Boney. Do you watch any of their content often, Alex? I love I love the hobby as a whole, but recently I have issues with switches like HMX leaf ticking, and I've never hear reviews ever bring this up. I watch other content, yeah. I think like within the keyboard space, I do watch some. As for why people are not bringing up HMX leaf ticking, if you are having issues with that, it might be like a batch thing. That is one thing that's tough, that makes Switch reviews just so difficult, by the way. It's like, you could have a really good first batch of manufacturing switches, and it works for 75,000 units, like 75,000 switches. And unfortunately, what happens is, as the mold gets used, and just as things get assembled and all that stuff, like things wear, and maybe batch 2 and batch 3 isn't like the best batch in the world, and you know, it's one of those things where I'm not going to speak on people who do switches because I don't know how they do their process, but I know for me that would be almost near impossible to keep up with. So, I've also never had issues with leaf ticking on HMX personally. You guys know me, I'm pretty upfront with that kind of stuff, but I also don't use a lot of HMX compared to other streamers and keyboard people. I use like the same 3 or 4 switches. So, and when I do notice something with them, I usually can tell right away. Rotating molds too, yeah. But, yeah, I understand what you're saying though. Because it kind of makes you question your own sanity, right? I guess that's kind of what you mean. You're kind of like, am I just being sold a product by some people? I get that though. You know what also I get that I wish I was sold on every single day? Adam's love. But he doesn't need to sell it. He doesn't need to sell it to me because I just accept it, you know. Adam, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Adam, you're the #1 Pokemon trainer in the world, okay? The #1, my friend. I've also had issues with HMX. Got some Swift switches, and they were so overlubed. Yeah, the overlubed thing is... See, that's also something, too, that, like, bothers me. To this day, like, I've gotten, like, 1 bad batch of HMX when it comes to lube. And it just sucks because, like, I also order a lot of these HMX via, like, I just buy them, or sometimes people send me them, like, you know, customers send me them. So it's like I've had a lot of opportunities to get them. But I've only ever had 1 bad match. So that's the other thing, too. It's like, it's really tough. Because I have to imagine, like, how many batches of these things there are. No, we don't have Girl Scout cookies. I don't think we do here in Canada. Do we have those here? Hey Alex, I have a question about the Sonnet. Since the base is all aluminum, just for the sound alone, would it be better to go with a PC bottom plus aluminum plate? I thought the Sonnet sounded the best with a polycarbonate bottom and either an aluminum weight or copper weight. However, if you do want to go with the aluminum bottom, I would definitely suggest going with a copper weight for that board. I think it really, really helps the overall sound signature for it. Oh, it's out of stock? Then yeah, I think the PC would be good. Is factory lube that bad? I've always just used them out of the box. They're hit and miss. I've had to redo a few of HMX switches just because like they felt inconsistent, and I think that's where their flaw lies. But to counterpoint that, with their more recent molds / batches, I have felt they've gotten a lot better. But again, I've only used a small quantity of them. So for me, I can't really tell you guys too much in like the large of it. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope that helps. I don't know if that's like information that you wanted or need it or makes you feel a little bit better, but I'm guessing I'm just a little surprised that the batches can vary that much. You would be surprised. So, Austin, just to kind of like... this is... Okay, I got a little story to tell you. I don't mind taking a little second here. JWK is the prime example of what I mean by this. JWK, at one point, was changing their molds so often that I kid you not, I feel like the switches changed from week to week. And I remember people saying that like the number of molds that they were going through just to get things like 100%, but every mold would introduce a new problem. So there'd be some like ridiculous, stupid variants from switch batch to switch batch. And it'd be something that'd be almost impossible to like monitor unless you had access and knew exactly which batch you were getting. But I think that's a large reason why JWK just like kind of fell off with their switch manufacturing. It's because they went through so many mold changes and every one of them kind of sucked. But that is a huge contributing factor. Oh, actually, let me just quickly answer this DM. I bet Alexotos batches don't vary that much. Well, we'll see. That's going to be up for the long run here. Free sound test. I used orange films with these milky yellows. I thought they looked cute. Do you have a Switch brand you want to make a comeback? I'm going to be honest, not really. There's nothing that really comes to mind at the moment. You know, I wish SP Star did a little better in when they had a little bit of a limelight there. But I know they still manufacture Switches, right? Maybe that's really about it. But like, not really. There's no Switch brand right now that I can truthfully think of being like, yeah, I wish those came back. Please do more Key Geek. I am down to do more Key Geek. I can try those for you guys. I think I've been really fixated on just using these, like Milky Yellows, MX2As, and some of the more, you know, thoroughly tested ones and thoroughly used ones, just because they've become a bit of a standard here. And I think more people can be like, ah, yeah, the cherry sounded good in that one there, but didn't sound in this one here, so I can get like a kind of like a little bit of a gauge on what they might sound in my own board. Rip Zepsody, that 60 HE made Alex build. Or, oh, dude. Fried. I was so sad about that, by the way. And Zep said that I think they were, I think at one point they wanted to give the design to someone, but I have no idea what happened with that. That board was so cool. It was such a nice board. But yeah, genuinely super sad about that too. I shipped back the prototype too. I think I literally shipped it to... I think I might have shipped it to Zepsody right before they ended up announcing their closure. Because we were waiting for it to compare to a newer version of it, and it never happened. Yeah, that was a big bummer. Key Geek Oaks are so good. They sound good on PP and aluminum. Is it a tactile or linear switch? TX films or Duroc films on MX Blacks. I still think using foam films are way easier, man. I think foam films just really nicely go into the Switch. I was even having some problems with these, and these are only 0.15 mil. But I was having some problems with these guys today. What was the Zepsody board called again? Wasn't it called the... Oh, jeez. It was like a cool name, too. Shit, I don't remember now. Ooh. Was it? The Vantage. That's what it's called, Martin. Yeah. It was called the Vantage. Is this a Christian board? I Spy a Jesus fish? No, I think this fish is literally here because the cat... This was the plate for their cat keyboard. And I think that the fish was supposed to be more of like a little, you know, tie into the fish being eaten by the cat type thing. So I'm pretty positive that's why it was done. Ow. Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm pretty positive. This is win keyless. So maybe that explains why they have a fixed bottom row. This board got a four-head. You guys like it, though? It's a cool board, though, no? It is kind of neat. I really hope this board finds its audience. Like, I really do. I think it... If I'm being honest, I think this may have a smidge of a tough time finding its audience, but it is really, really nice. And even like, I can't wait to put I'll put this in now. I really, really hope it finds its audience. Oh, that did not peel nicely. Is this just a... Is this not a sticker as well? know it is. I just suck at peeling things. Okay. I may have to like glue this, but this little badge definitely needs a little bit of a better way to use the adhesive on this. But there's the badge there. It might fall out when we use it though, by the way. It kind of ripped off the top. I don't think the adhesive was very strong. I'll probably have to re-glue it. A place to set my extracurriculars. Attempted delivery 9 times now? Decided to cancel the phone contract because it's triggering me too much? Wait, who's delivering it? Who's attempting? What's the color again? It's more of a gray. Kind of appears kind of green for some reason today. DPD, what's that? What's DPD? I've never heard of that one there before. Oh boy. That one there's not going in nice as I want. Incredibly based OP14K. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. Damn, I've never gotten so many compliments about any mouse that I've had ever before. No. Heard you didn't like the coating though? Yeah, don't love the coating. I think this is definitely one of the best mice I've ever used. The coating sucks on it. But I will say that I have a Sora V2 that I also really, really like. And I like this a little bit more. And I'm willing to compromise on the coating because it's so nice. Elquan, dude, I'm telling you, bro. It's one of those things where I haven't been really gaming a lot, so I haven't had a need to bring this back upstairs. But, like, I've been really liking it, man. I've been really liking it. It's super nice. It's a performance coating, so, like, it's kind of part of the shtick. It's super grippy. Can I say that I actually don't find it very grippy? But no, this is, I would honestly say this is the best mouse I've ever used as well, Drew. I think the Sora V2 is a close second, and the Lamzu, it's a third. Like, it's not a close second or a close first. I think the Lamzu is a third. I did love the skates I got for the Lamzu, though. I wish I can somehow replicate the skates onto this mouse. But yeah. They really did kill it with this mouse. I still really like the Glorious Model D too. I haven't really taken a look at that particular one. Yeah, they were sapphire skates. So good. I loved those skates. That's because we're kind of all in. We're all secretly into it, Elquan, okay? So you always just happen to tune in, and you know when we're talking about it, dude. OP1 is the lowest latency of all mice next to their wired versions. Oh boy. I actually wouldn't have minded a wired one of this one here. The wireless is nice and all, but honestly, 90% of the time I leave it plugged in when I'm playing games. I don't know if I can go without an MMO mouse. I mean, that makes sense. You play MMOs. Is that why? That makes sense if you're playing the MMOs. I had one of those mice back when I played a lot too. The faux paracord on most wired mice now. I know exactly what you mean. Is it like this? It's like the cord they included for this too, right? It's kind of like weird cloth shit. Yeah, I hate this too. Dude, just give me a decent little silicone wire. Maybe, I don't know, just something. I have like 4. I don't have a crap ton, but I think even 4 is a lot. Mind you, 1 was given to me. But yeah, about 4 mice. I have a Razer mouse. That's the one that was given to me. Which, okay, to be fair though, story. I did have a Razer. I forget the name of the Razer one I had. That was given to me as a Christmas present by my girlfriend. And I loved it. But the battery life on that Razer was so bad. No, it wasn't the Kraken. It was like their... I don't remember what it was called now. I don't know if it was a Viper. Actually, I don't remember. The battery life was terrible, and then eventually the battery just conked out. And then I swapped to the Lamzu. Or no, I swapped to a G Pro, Logitech G Pro. Loved that. Probably the only Logitech thing I like. Ultimately, though, I just, for some reason, was still missing the Razer. And then I swapped to the Lamzu. Actually, no, technically 5 mice then. And then I swapped to the Sora. And then I swapped to... well, I had to pick up a secondary mouse just because I don't know where any of my mouse are. Which was this. But the Razer mouse that I have in between... Because I also got another Razer mouse in between that was given to me. Yeah, the Logitech one was good. There was nothing wrong with the Logitech one. The shape, though, I think just something about it just wasn't clicking with me. And I felt like my gameplay was always off. So I never ended up, like, falling in love with it. But once I got my hands on the Lamzu, I was like, damn, I'm going down a rabbit hole. I had a Final Mouse. Before I had all these other things I told you guys about. The Final Mouse broke really fast. That was the last time I probably ever spent money on a Final Mouse. Actually, to tell you guys, I technically had 3. I had the Final Mouse, I don't remember which particular one it was. The Cape something one. That one there I bought. I bought that aftermarket, so I spent a little bit of a premium on it, which I think it was like $220 or something like that. And it broke within like 4 or 5 months. Then I had a friend I was doing some work for, and he gave me his because he didn't want it. And it died in the exact same amount of time. And then I was given another one by another friend who was like, because I told them about what happened, and they had a few. And they were just, I don't even know why they had so many. And that also died. So I have no more. And I think that was my one try into Final Mice. But Final Mice. I heard about the WL mouse. I think I saw those on Desk Hero. I think Desk Hero and Divinity sell mice. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Let's get this installed. Desk Hero has a really good selection. I think Divinity has a pretty decent selection too for keyboard stores as far as they go. Impressive. Probably had somebody because they break so fast. Honestly, dude, for real. Can't wait for the Final Mouse keyboard to suck too. We'll see with that. We will see. Yeah, Desk Hero, if you guys didn't know this, was an audio company before it was a keyboard company. I think they were called Hive Mind Cables, if memory serves. But they actually started off with something completely different. So again, interesting choice with the plate having 2 screws on each tab here. So we'll screw in everything and we'll just kind of go from there and see how we like it. See what we think. Waiting for Desk Hero or One of Zero to stock the OP1. Oh yeah, One of Zero actually sells some pretty cool stuff too. I recently actually took a look at some of their performance pads. I was doing some photographs for them. And I was taking a look at some of their performance stuff, which has been pretty fun. Let's do the daughter board here too. Hello, Insty. How you living? Dude, I hope Insty's good. It's all we can ever hope for. Good old Insty. Living the best of lives. Zowie ZA13DY, probably my next purchase. Shape too good. I've heard good things about Zowie stuff, but I haven't tried them yet myself. I've heard really good things. What gaming monitor are you guys using? Speaking of, that's something I don't have a good one of. I have my gaming monitor broke, and then I ended up getting my girlfriend a new one, so I took her old one. which I don't even know what the hell it is, but honestly, it has like dead pixels. The panel kind of sucks. MSI 1440p 1800 hertz, or sorry, 180 hertz. The Odyssey G9 is pretty cool. Samsung IPS 240. Yeah, I think mine is like 120 hertz or something like that, but the picture quality of it is so bad. It's so poopy. I'm using that 45-inch LG monitor OLED. Oh, you're one of those guys. All right, all right. I think my brother's doing the same thing. I think he has like an OLED monitor or OLED TV he's using as well. The Acer Predator. That's the one I had. I had the Predator. Well, I don't know if it was like a new one or an old one, but their model numbers are kind of weird. 1080p, please. Hey, you know what? I respect it, man. Games run better at that, you know? The pixel density is goated. I respect it, dude. I respect it personally. You got my support on that. My 4K 240 hertz OLED actually was a point of contention for me until today. You were getting Flickr? Which brand did you have? The biggest joke of a monitor I've owned is the Razer Raptor. Bro, wait. Razer made a monitor? Pause. Since when? I don't even know what product this is. Oh, I had no idea they did a monitor. That is crazy. A while ago? Damn. Yeah, I don't. When I think Razer, I'm not thinking monitors. I'm actually curious. It's called the Razer Raptor? Why was it bad? Razer Raptor. Oh yeah, it's still on their website. I mean, on paper, it looks like all right. I don't even know how much this is, but it's overpriced. Let me hit buy. Let me see. 404. I guess it's not available anymore. I guess you can't actually buy it. Oh yeah, this is like sort of recent. Yeah, it's not available anymore. It was like $700. Is that good or bad? Was definitely not the best monitor, but boy was it an eye catcher. Now if they improved the specs, the price point, and added a mercury colorway, maybe. It was like $800 for a 27-inch 144 hertz. What panel was it? An IPS? If it was an IPS panel, like yeah, that's pretty fucking expensive. Did it have G-Sync or anything too? Because sometimes I've noticed some brands like to justify their shit with G-Sync. Honestly, G-Sync is just whatever. It had G-Sync. 700 US too, right? Okay. Little note about this board. Gotta make sure the cable actually goes in the channel here. There we go. God, this is heavy. Okay. I wish 5K monitors are more common. Yeah, dude, trust me, like I love my 5K monitor, but I wish there was more options other than like 2 brands who make them. But so I agree with you there, wholeheartedly. G-Sync is a great bro, being a hater. Or G-Sync is great, bro. It's alright. Honestly, I don't use it as much anymore. I don't know what it is. I feel like every time I end up using G-Sync, the monitor gets so fucking hot. And I just like, it's kind of like hard to game in the room. You know what I mean? Like it gets way too warm. I don't mind, I like the performance you get out of it, but I just don't like the heat that comes out of the monitor. Again, I also have really old monitors. So perhaps that's why. G-Sync causes too many weird issues. I don't know if I had weird issues. What issues have you been having out of curiosity? I don't know if I've had weird issues with it, but I did have an issue actually the other day. I had to turn it off because I think the monitor I have has it. It wouldn't let me run Tarkov with G-Sync on. I have to turn it off completely. I would love to get an OLED, man. An OLED seems so nice. One day. First gen G-Syncs were sussy, but pretty solid these days. Damn. If I have some extra dough for a monitor, maybe I'll get myself one for my birthday or something. Actually, no, I'm lying. I really want to get a barbecue or something. Mini LED right around the corner, right? Get the Apple Pro display. I heard there was a news article I saw, actually. Hold up. There was a news article saying that Apple's working on new displays for next year. So I'm not buying anything Apple until the new one comes out. I do love my Apple Studio display, though. I know it's maybe a point of controversy, but I think it's amazing. I know it doesn't have great specs. I know it was pricey, but Jesus, I love the damn thing. Do they keep saying that? Oh, that's unfortunate. Pellet grill smokers. I really want to get a charcoal grill, but I've heard they're kind of a lot to manage. All right. Let us take a look at the board again here. Oh boy. Oh, let me just quickly adjust that thing here. I don't know why it's like this today. Dude, it does look good. Damn. It does look good. Okay, I need to figure out some keycaps for this. I don't have Dolch. I don't have it, guys. Unfortunately. Actually, this is a very straightforward, easy build, by the way. Moto Light, maybe? Honestly, I'm down for something like that. Where is my Moto Light? Actually, what about Foundation? Or Fundamentals, rather. Would that be chill? Bro, I got a text saying, "Hi, Dad. I have a new number. Can you message me on WhatsApp?" Alright, bro. Modern materials? Concrete? That could look good too. I'm just seeing what I got. Give me a moment, guys. I have PVT Moto Light, but I don't think I have GMK Moto Light. Do you want GMK or is PVT fine? The OTC Moto Light. It's a crime, Alex. I'm sorry, Zany. Dual shot? I had a set of Moto. Give me 1 second, guys. Take down my desk here. One sec. Curious to see something. DC. I guess not. Alright, well, if Moto Light's okay with you guys, if Moto Light is alright, let's do that. No, I don't have any. I don't. The other thing I was thinking was Fundamentals. If you guys wanted to go GMK, so this would look so good with Dolch. Like, I can already tell you it would look absolutely outstanding with it, but I know. Didn't Diego use Dolch? Didn't Diego do it? Massive fumble. I know. Fundamentals would work for sure. Do fundamentals? Okay, do you guys want Moto Light or fundamentals? Just spam it in chat. We don't need to do a poll. Unless Insty wants to run a poll. Fundamentals or Moto Light? Alright, everyone's just saying fundamentals. Okay. Let me get that. Or actually, you know what else would look pretty good? Hear me out. Actually, maybe not. Never mind. Let's just stick to fundamentals. I was gonna say deep well. But I don't know. Maybe not for that set. What accent should we use? The blue one? Maybe the blue would look nice on this. Modern mats would have been really nice on this too, I agree. All of them? I know this isn't Dolch, man. God damn it, guys. No bullying, no bullying. Please. I already know. Letting everyone down today. I got it. Can we do Dolch now, please? Oh my god, guys. About to freak out. About to crash out on stream right now, guys. Where is Dolch for Dolch? Gosh. I'm crashing out, dude. Nord Dolch is still in stock, Alex. You can fix this sin. You know, maybe I'll fix this sin after stream. Maybe I'll have to pull the trigger. I love when Alex gets angry. Honestly, getting angry is not a good feeling. Let's do this. It's an evil build. This isn't Dolch. Bruh. Bruh. Y'all are wild today? Bro, for real. Pool, please? What are we pooling? Can we redeem pick keycap set for stream and choose Dolch? Bro, I don't got it. Oh, poll. Bro, I don't have it. Oh my lord. MTNU Dolch, of course. I wish I had that set right now. All my troubles could go away. Please, everyone. What does that word mean? Alex, so he doesn't crash out? Alex, I watched a video where the guy said... What? Because ALP switches are old, each top has been set with its own bottom, so if possible, pair the top with the respective bottom. Oh. Kate, what's actually pretty crazy about that is I do that for regular switches because that used to be the rule of thumb for doing switches, which you just keep the same tops and bottoms. So I've never not done that for switches. It's especially the case if you're doing vintage, but or broken in, because you want everything broken into a line properly. But yes, I typically just do that anyways. I think it's good practice. In case there's like oddities that happen to be in the switch already. Just got back. Why aren't we using Dolch? Ain't no way you just got back and said the same thing everyone else has been saying, Adam. Ain't no fucking way, dude. This guy, bro. This fucking guy. And then you guys said the word means to say nice things. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for being kind. Even Stream Elements said Dolch. Yeah, but it's called the Dolch TKL. Oh my gosh. This is getting too crazy right now. Please drop the inside info about Lily extras. I would crash out by now. I don't have any inside info on that, unfortunately, guys. I wish I can give you guys something, but I think Mike would tell you guys to keep it a buck. Please drop the inside info on Area 51. About time you did so. Fuck, I can't, bro. I'll actually get canceled for that one. If I told you guys what I knew, you would be losing me as someone who streams keyboards. It might be a good thing, though. Who knows? That you guys get rid of me, but... You could just spray paint everything right now and turn this into Dolch. Can you imagine? Sitting here with a spray paint gun. Alex never had inside info on NK. They know we'd bully him into revealing everything. Yeah, honestly, big true. Not even American, how he find out about Area 51 inside? When I landed here, I was taken there immediately. That's all I can tell you. Pride. So, that's how come I know. One day Alex will pester Mike into carrying cherry clip-ins. One day, dude. One day I really need to get on this case. And I need to be really annoying. Oh, I don't need the extra B. Type Plus shill. I love my Type Plus. They're so good. Get 'em, boys. Alex, you skipped my ball spin? Oh, you're right. I totally did. Give me a moment. I need to go grab it. But if you just let me do this, I'll do the ball spin 110%. Actually, can I just do a pen pop for you? Would you want to be upgraded? No, right now? You want to upgrade to a pen pop? Or do you need the ball spin? These balls be spinning? Oh gosh. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I'll go grab it for you. This goes here. Alright. Let's go see if I can find it. Alright, it's not one of the new ones. Sorry, there's stuff inside of it. Alex upselling is wild. I tried. It didn't work though. I'm an awful salesman. Awful. Worst as they come. Please drop the inside knowledge on the Boeing flight failures. But I don't even think the people inside know that. Or maybe they do. Too many conspiracy theories out there, man. We gotta be a little careful. Gets kind of confusing. There are two Bs on Alice boards. Not every layout of an Alice board will have it though, or an Ergo board, but a lot of them do. Honestly, it looks good with this set. I think this looks nice. My favorite conspiracy theory is that Paul McCartney died in 1966 and got replaced by a double. Isn't that like, dude, don't they have that like particular theory? You're right, I am using mod pipe, what a sin. Don't they have like the person got replaced by person theory for a lot of things? I swear that's like such a big thing nowadays. Like everyone was replaced and everyone's a clone. Fixed is crazy. Alex has been replaced by Tim. One day. Tim actually controls me. I'm just a puppet. You got me hooked on GS2?
You got me hooked on GS2 for my switches and now it's sold out, oh man.
GS2 sold out? Shit, I actually need to buy some. I think I have one thing left. I wonder if they're going to restock them. Thank you so much, Thorn. I really appreciate the sub. GS2 is really good. I love GS2. It's been kind of my go-to lube. I haven't been using a whole lot of 205 these days. Much preferring the other stuff. Have you tried 105 on your switches? I've tried 105. It's all right. Like, I don't love it, but I have a whole bunch of it. So it's so much faster to lube with. It is. I still have my vial from like years ago. Best Krytox based lube. Yeah, the carbon stuff's really nice. Gots to admit, I do love the carbon based stuff. Almost done here, guys. Missing, what am I missing here? I'm missing one of these, I think. It's bound to here. Here it is. If you're almost out of GS2, should I put an order for my Milky Yellows Pros ASAP? You mean from Kinetic Labs? Or do you mean from me? If you need something from me, yeah, I got like 2 things of GS2 left. Mind you, it's 2 more past this. So this should be enough for 1 or 2 batches of switches, but I'm not like out. But I'm, for my stand, like I usually have about 10 of those things. I've just been lazy with ordering them. What am I missing up there? Missing insert. Insert. Is Keeps for All a good website? For their in-stock stuff, yes. For everything else, group buy wise, I personally don't have like the best amount of confidence in them, but I know that Jerry has been trying his damnedest to make Keeps for All really good. Like, kind of fell off, but I don't know. He seems like he's been doing an okay job. But I would personally still just buy in stock from them. Am I weird for hand lubing my springs with 205? I do the same thing, man. I don't bother anymore. Wait, this looks really good with this. I know this is not Dolch, but right? Let me just tune this dab a little bit. This actually looks really good. Not using Dolch and Dolch. Okay, you know what, guys? Yeah, I know it would look better. God damn it. I already know. Honestly, this is an awesome board. Just something is missing, chat. What's missing? If you say great, I'm gonna lose it. Moto is mood. Moto is a nice set, though, I have to admit. Greg would have been nice as 6 Region was blocked. Y'all are so mean. Alex is gonna buy every variation of Dolch after this. We'll see. Alright, thanks for bearing with me as I built this, guys. Okay, so I'm going to try 2 things here. I want to just see what it sounds right now. And then I kind of want to unscrew the bottom. Although I have a bad feeling it's not going to help much. Okay, so there is immediately a little bit of a... Okay, let's just type. Let's just see how this sounds. Oops, put the music back on. All right, so this is the Dolch TKL from Bomb Studios. And this is going to be with the aluminum plate, top mount, Milky Yellows. So there's a little bit of resonance on it. Okay, it sounds nice. It's a nice top mount. Here, if I take it off the desk pad, don't forget, this leather pad I have isn't the best for reducing desk noise. You like this better? I actually like the one with the matte better. Okay, right away though, this is, for a top mount, this is, I can already feel just even typing some random stuff for like a minute or two. This is going to feel kind of fatiguing. I wonder, I'm going to do this right now. I wonder how this would sound if I unscrewed the bottom of the plate. It's very simple, this board. Like there's not much to this. This is a pretty easy to build board. It's pretty straightforward. It is a little bit of a deeper sound signature with a bit of natural resonance, which I think a lot of people will probably enjoy. But the only thing that's, I guess, bothering me a little bit is I feel like the spacebar is indeed a little bit too stiff for my liking. No, this is an aluminum case. And then I do want to force break it a little bit, and I want to see what happens too. So just bear with me as I experiment a little bit. Would you recommend this to my grandma? God damn. Hey, you know what? If she's using keyboards right now, that's fucking awesome. If she's into it, hell yeah. Honestly though, I like the board. I like the board a lot. This is a lot of fun. Again, not really much to criticize here. I think maybe my only criticism is I wish the plate file and I wish the way the whole plate mounted to the top was a little bit better. Why do the screws sound so rough to take out? I think it's just echoing. I think that's literally all it is. There's the last screw. Okay, so let's unplug this. First thing I want to do, yeah, even the anno on the inside is really nice. First thing I want to do though is let's put some tape down. And you know what? Let's just grab this tape. Let's just grab some masking tape here. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Where did I stick my scissors from earlier today? I was using it to cut up foam. So now I don't know where I stuck it. Huh. 1 second, guys. Have you ever tried GAT-X switches? I have not tried GAT-X's in a while. It's been a little while. Where are my scissors? That's a great question. Oh, right. I was cutting up foam to put in someone's keyboard today. All right. This desk pad needs to go. I can already not see it. I'm being tricked and think I'm blind. Oh, yeah, maybe we'll switch it out. We'll switch it out. I really, really like this desk pad, and I think it might be like a mainstay on my desk, but maybe not while I'm streaming. It is causing a lot of back and forth with the camera, unfortunately. Yeah, I really like the desk pad. It's so nice looking. Yeah, the camera hates the desk pad here. I don't know why though. Again, you know what I might even just do? Is this on? Can I do this now? Oh no, I don't know which button it is. I don't know where they stuck it on this particular camera. I'll just have to switch the camera to single focus. My eyes? Yeah, my bad, guys. Okay. I think that should be fine. We'll do one more. One more small piece. Yeah. Might have to give some people eye exams after this. Alright, that should be good enough. Doesn't need to be anything special here. No one freak out. I'm going to fix it, I promise. Now, I want to unscrew a few of these. Were you trying to link a flashbang? Come on, last screw. Kind of a big chunk of aluminum? It is. I think the price point's okay for this too. We'll talk about that here in a second though. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think it works, the price point. Oh, come on. Why isn't this last screw? Come on, screw. Have you or a loved one been affected by Alexotos camera focusing related eye injuries? Honestly, everyone I know. Oh my god, I'm just here to hang out. I don't want you guys to hurt your eyes. Price $0. Alex will pay for you if you ask nicely. What the? I don't know if that's a thing. I dropped the screw. Oh, I'll pick it up afterwards. I kind of wish that they went full vintage and had a beeper and solenoid. I think that would have been a nice addition to the board. But if it means raising the prices of this, the reason why I'm a little bit on the pricing is because I feel like it's a niche project already. And I wish maybe they found a way to make it a little bit cheaper. I don't know how they would have done that to keep it, you know, honest with you guys. Oh, this is on the wrong side. I don't know how they would have done that. And obviously that's just kind of me talking out loud. But I think it would have been really nice to have this board priced at about even $350 with the PCB, just a little bit cheaper at its most. I don't know if the bottom lip needs to be force broken over here, but you know what? Maybe we should try that, Gingy. You're right. Should be near the screws. I usually am pretty good with this. I think I'm a little off today. Tamiya tape. I have better tape and stuff we can use, but honestly, this is fine for today. No, this is $395 with the PCB. $395. So, I don't know. Like, I'm not. It's not super crazy. The finishing of the board is really nice. And I get it's more of a niche project. But yeah, it's not even so much that it's full aluminum, because this is quite a bit of aluminum. But again, it's because it's a project that I feel isn't gonna get a whole lot of people to buy in already. Like, to keep it a buck. Honestly, I might have to tape this JST. I don't love the way they did this too. I wish they had made this JST port for this channel. Again, another missed opportunity for so many people who make keyboards. Make the JST cable have some sort of clip in it. I don't get how Glorious did that, but nobody else can do that. Oh my lord. Nope. The GOAT JST? Absolutely the GOAT JST there. Oh, you know, let's just do it like this. I might have to tape this in. Let's just tape it. Didn't someone try to do a cast iron keyboard a long time ago? Like a while ago? Okay. Got it that time. They faked us out with the skillet board. Oh, it was the skillet board. That's right. That's right. That's right. Fuck, that would have been such a cool board. That is so true. So, so true, dude. Why is it that 60 became so standardized but no other sizes have? I feel like 65s and 75s have become standardized as well. Unless you mean outside of the custom hobby, then I don't really have a great answer for you. I think it's just, you know, form factor and what was popular at the time, and people just kind of stuck with it. Oh no, dude, yeah, okay. I'll change the camera mode tonight. If I'm gonna keep this desk pad, I have to change the camera mode. What do I think of Zeal switches? They're extremely overpriced for what they are. Maybe this is a hot take. Maybe not. I don't think it is, but I probably wouldn't spend money on Zeal switches. They were something I kind of bought into at the beginning of the hobby because I didn't know better. And they're just very, very, very pricey for what I feel like is no reason. Like, unless you love the colors of switches maybe that they're offering, like maybe that's valid. But you're not really getting much from them. I'm going to use this again. Alright, so unscrewed the bottom space bars, the tabs on these, right over here. And then we did a very minor tape force break on this. See what it sounds like now. Honestly, I like this a little bit better. I like the alphas before, oddly enough. Yeah, I mean, okay, I liked the board. The sound signature board was cool before. Maybe we end up using no force break for this. Maybe we need some of that resonance to come back. Top mount aluminum is not the best. Well, it's all personal preference at the end of the day. Some people can really, really love it. Some people can hate it. Definitely has a bit more of a flat signature or sound signature. Let's try with just the other desk pad here. It's all right. I can't say I'm like loving the sound signature here. I'm going to open this up and take out the force break mod. And just see what it sounded like with just the... What's it called here? The... screws undone on the bottom there. Manic, what's up, dude? How are you? These are good. What's up, Kim Lin? How you doing? Oh, this. Cherry or long pull spacebar perchance? We could try that too. But I want to get the alphas back up to have some loudness. I feel like the alphas are a little bit lacking now. Solder pads on the Neo Ergo PCB are terrible. Don't let that flow. Oh, really? I thought they weren't that bad. Oh, I'm blocking those two screws from falling out. Just chilling, taking a break from streams. Must say it's freeing. Yeah, streaming is a big commitment. People don't realize that. Streaming and getting stuff ready for stream is a huge commitment, and also kind of a lot mentally to deal with too. It can take a toll on your mental rather quickly. It really, really can. Especially doing like a lot of just chatting content. The ones on the board built were awful. Took me twice as long to solder than normal. Yeah. Did it build okay though? Did you end up getting it all assembled, Manic? Well, I'm gonna go get some mental. Follow for later. Thank you, Banshee. Appreciate it, man. Do y'all get free therapy in Canada? No. Turned it amazing. Built it with Silent with Temu butterflies. Interesting switch choice. Very, very interesting. All right, let's try to put this back into place here. All right, got it. That first try there. Sorry, that was really loud, guys. Perfect. First try. Alex's voice is the only therapy I need? Damn. Y'all making me blush. I've tried the WSV 3.1 stabs so many times I cannot get them to sound good. I don't know if I have any great advice to tell you other than those should just need a light coat of 205 everywhere. My other question for you is what board, like, are you trying them on different boards? Or are you trying them in one board, or what's the go here? Found out Germany is free therapy for everyone the other day. Oh shit, really? Different boards. Damn, I don't have a solid piece of advice to give you. I actually don't mind those stabs. I can't get them to sound bad. Stabies? See, that's where we're different, Fried. I hate Stabies. I've had way too many problems with those particular ones. I only stick to night stabs lately. That's fair. Stabies. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's not where that goes. Stabies are the devil. Typos all the way. I rarely use aluminum plate. I think that's why. Oh, alu plates. Oh, combined with stabies. Yeah, lack of interference there for sure. Oops. Alrighty. Let's see what this sounds like now that we removed. Ooh, see, the alphas are back. Hold on, let me try one more thing here too, guys. Because I want to just get a full-size desk pad at this point here. So let me just grab any old desk pad. Let's grab this. Getting closer and closer to ass. Overall, I think the board can sound really good. Like, I genuinely think so. It's just kind of finding the movement to get there. But I think we found it now. I think we found it. Like, the alphas are back. I think you don't want to force break this. Yeah, let's try a cherry spacebar as well. Alright. Alright. I like it like this. Oh gosh. Now removing the Gateron switches from this aluminum plate is going to be a pain in the butt. Oh boy. Do you mind throwing a random HMX on the space too? Yeah, I can try. Give me a moment to fish this out. GAT switches from aluminum plate is the toughest battle I've ever had. Yeah, these things are always tight coming out. Rest in peace. I know. Oh, jeez, that's not coming out at all. Most I can actually do is let's try doing this. Jesus. Milky Yellows, you did a good job. I know, this one Milky Yellow is rest in peace right now. Big rip. It's like locked in there, dude. Holy shit. You fucking killed it? Dude, it is like locked in here. That's incredible how tight this is. What can I do here? Just Gateron things? I know. Just a bit of a Gateron thing here for sure. Holy shit, that's stuck in there. Is this plate just like extra tough to get out of right now? What's going on? Muscles go brr. That's the one downside about these Milky switches. Well, actually, it depends on the plate. I can't say this always happens, because it doesn't. This is just... Hold on one sec, guys. Let me see if I just do this. I had the exact same issue with Milky Yellow on a tighter... and destroyed, the socket got broke. Oh, gosh. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen to us here. I don't think it should. We're going to do our best to carefully extract this. Proceeds to slam the board on the floor. I know, right? At this point, dude, this is not coming out. Try a different puller. It's not a bad idea. Damn, I thought it was really only one. Oh, there. I thought I was the only one. I'm glad to see even Alex struggles with this shit. I mean, it happens, dude. Sometimes hot swap sockets don't be so hot swappy, you know? Sometimes they give us some grief. Will this prove to be worse than putting together the Smith & Rune board? No, I mean, this isn't the board's fault. Dude, my camera is actually just acting up in general. I think it's just my camera. It is just acting up. Gate arm pins are quite tight. Yeah. What I might have to do is I might have to disassemble the board and push it out from the back, but I kind of don't want to. Camera cringing all the sounds. Yeah, I might have to. Let's just do it. Oh no. What a pain in the ass. Not the board's fault at all. Let's get this guy. Guess I'll grab a drink in the meantime. For sure, for sure. This literally happened to me the other day, man. It happens. Not much you can really do, but... Because I didn't use the Dolch caps? Really, dude? How do you lube night stabs? Just with a bit of 205G0, that's all. Nothing else. Alex, my good dude, how are you doing today? Just woke up from a nap and feel like I can run through walls. I'm feeling so good. What's the last sale you participated in and why did you get it? Like a group buy sale, you mean? Dude, this is just not coming out. I apologize, guys. I might just have to say fuck it right now. It's just not, like, nothing's coming out for this. Which makes me worried about the rest of the switches. Oh, jeez. Let me see these. Is like Rama / Omni type style? Oh, like the thicker ones? Thing is, I could try pliers, but there's nothing to grab onto that's good here. Hold on, I have an idea. Got it. God damn, what was causing that to... Jesus Christ. The cutters? Yeah, I just used these. It flew off. I know. I chopped it in half. It was like spring loaded. Popping back up. Crazy. Alright. I'm a bit bummed I lost that switch, but it's alright. It do be happening. Would you guys want me to try a cherry? Let me try a cherry switch. I'm proud of you. Oh, thanks guys, appreciate it. For the homies. Give away the dead switch? Sorry guys, that's loud. Sorry.
Hope you're having a great day, Alex.
This doesn't close nicely. Thank you, Naj. Appreciate the tier 1, man. I will say, you call it, Alex. No Dolch, broken switches, camera tripping. Next board gonna melt? Hope not, man. Can you try Milky Yellow in the spacebar? Can we get a ban on this guy? This aesthetics guy is literally talking blasphemy right now. Can we get a ban? What is this guy thinking right now? Crazy, dude. Crazy. Thanks, Insty. Or Evo. Thank you guys. Jeez, man. That's crazy, dude. Absolutely wildin'. Oops. It got deleted. Justice for aesthetics? Can we try a different switch on the whole board? Is that off the table? It might be a little off the table tonight. I don't know if I feel like suffering, but we'll see. Maybe also a little bit of the plate being a smidge tighter, but usually it shouldn't matter. I think just the particular Gatoron switch was not playing this with us. Thank you, Wobbly. Appreciate the 5 tier 1s. Thank you, dude. His name is literally Aesthetic. Rest in peace. I will do the giveaway after this. Give me one moment, guys. Alright, let's see what this is going to sound like now. Oh, this thing came off like I figured it would. So, this is with a cherry switch. So let's see what this will sound like with the cherry switch as this spacebar. Is it not sitting properly here? What's going on? I feel like it's not. Definitely a bit more thuddy, I'll tell you that much. And that's still with them being screwed off. So maybe I'd put the screw back on this, but... No, the cork mass not under there. I think it's just the plate hitting the impact on the top because we unscrewed it. See how it's kind of moving a little bit over here? Yeah, I'd probably screw at least one screw back in for the bottom there. So, which you know what I kind of want to do? Let's do the giveaway while we do this too. Because I feel like it'd be better. Alright, let me quickly set up the giveaway. Stream elements. Give me one sec, guys. What are we giving away today? A play tray. It'll be a random color play tray. It's one of the new ones. Loyalty, giveaways, play tray. All right, go for it, guys. While I unscrew this and screw one of those other things back in. It is basically the thing with, it's a little like fidget spinner screw tray kind of thing. I don't have a good way to describe it. Just a very, very cool little gadget. Let's go back to this view. Alright, so I got some homework tonight. I gotta fix whatever causing my camera to bug out like that. Maybe I just need to reset the focus points on it. Pen pop? Give me one sec. Do the pen pop now. So nice.
Over a
Thank
year
you, Burn.
already? Wow, wow, wow. Cheers to more years. May your milky yellows never get stuck in a plate again.
Damn. That was very kind of you, man. I really appreciate that, Burn. Ooh. That was hot. That was nice. That was a good one. That was a good one. Hey, Alex, thanks to you, I got the Neo 65CU in anodized gray with carbon fiber. I mean, that's exactly what I would have gotten, Viper. I think that's the exact combo I would have probably picked for myself. I think the carbon fiber plate sounded really good. Normally, I'm not a huge carbon fiber kind of guy, but I liked it on that particular board. All right, I'm going to screw in this one over here, and let's see how much of a difference this makes now. Oh, I got that one there first try. Nice. What do you call that popping pen? It is this. It's a pen from CW&T. Foot's slowly falling off over here. All right, screw this up. This will be our last little just attempt to see what we can get from this sound-wise. I used to have a pen like that as a kid, man. Really? Yeah, it's a CW&T Type B. It's a pretty cool pen. It's the only pen I really own that's like a nice pen in quotations. I know there's nicer pens, like really nice pens out there, but considering getting the brass version of that pen. What is mine? Is mine not brass? Is mine aluminum or something? It's a novelty pen, yeah. But it works. It's a real pen. It's not the most comfortable pen to use, but it works. Adam's trying to cheat. It's okay. He can't. It's limit one per person. All right. Let's see what this sounds like now. So, and then we'll give our final thoughts. Oh yeah, much better. It doesn't have that weird up kind of rattle. Very, very nice. Okay, so I like everything on this board. I do wish the spacebar was a bit louder for me, my own personal preferences here, and maybe a long pull spacebar would fix that. But it feels like a top mount, so this is going to be a bit stiffer if you guys are interested in the board. So expect that. I do think unscrewing 3 of the 4 screws that are underneath the spacebar helped a lot. It'd be cool to see this with a different plate material, but overall really nice. So we didn't end up liking the force break. I think it sounded better without. We ended up going with a cherry spacebar for this, which I think is the nicer choice here. Yeah, I really like where we ended. And again, it's a really interesting, cool board. Let's go back to our other desk pad here and see what it sounds like. I like it a lot. It's cool. It is very nice. It's very pretty as well. Like, it's very classic looking, but also feels a bit modern. So I think some things I'm going to recommend right off the bat for them if they're going to listen to some of their criticism more. First and foremost, these badges, I don't know if this is just like an early prototype thing. They're pretty poor quality. Like this one here, for example, I didn't even use it. It's all scratched up. I know this is a prototype, and I know that there's going to be changes to this. But yeah, this badge is like pretty rough condition. Also, I would suggest them getting a better adhesive for the back here, because like I go to peel this off, and I'm peeling off the entire thing, but there's an adhesive here in which I kind of have to catch. So I'm kind of damaging it. So there we go. I got it that time, but so figure something out with this. You know, again, I don't know if this is possible. Maybe work on some of the way that the mounting points inside the keyboard are actually mounted. I think that if they had gone just a little bit more to the edges here, you wouldn't need to kind of fiddle with it. So would have liked to see some more thought process being put into that top mount. Again, I know this is supposed to be more of like a classic thing, but some people may like that. You know, just food for thought here. My own personal preference and opinion coming into play, obviously. Visually, I really like the board. I think this is really sweet looking. In terms of front height, let's see what we got here. Actually, don't know. Honestly, that's not bad. It's about 18.7 mil front height. Probably explains why this is why this is kind of comfortable to type on right now. So, but yeah, I do wish this was about $45 cheaper. I think at $350 this would have felt like a fun pickup. But again, this is a little bit of a more niche project. So I wonder if this is going to reach its target audience. I really do. I'm late to the stream. How much does it weigh? I don't have my scale. I actually still don't know where the hell it is. Maybe I put it in a box somewhere, but I'm not sure. Let me double check. Let me see one other area that maybe I have it in. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where my scale is still. I don't know where it could have gone. It kind of just disappeared one night because I use it for shipping things too. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's draw the winner for the play tray, shall we? Winner is Shinsha. I don't know if Shinsha's there, but congrats. Congratulations. Is Shinsha there? Oh my god. What's up, man? Can you send me a DM and on Twitch, and I will get you the form sent out as soon as I possibly can. Probably not tonight, but as soon as I possibly can, my friend. Let me write this down. But yeah, that's pretty much the stream, by the way. If you guys like this board and want to support the project, the website is in the build command. I should have a YouTube video out in the next few days. This is up for sale, I think. Is it up for sale now? I think it is. I think today was the first day, I believe. It is. It's up for sale. So it is up for sale. So if you guys were interested in this, it is a nice, classy looking board. Again, some tweaks and some minor refinements I'd make, but even if it was in its current state, which is probably how we should look at these things when we think about buying decisions, it's good. But also, you know, if you guys are unsure what to spend your money on, I would suggest obviously making sure your finances are in order before anything. But yeah, let's write down the name here. Play tray. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream tonight. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Oh, someone got banned. Hope everyone had a good one. Thanks. Yeah, it was a bit of a longer stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, no worries, Gingy. Let's go find someone to raid. Again, I hope it was fun. Find someone to raid. Oh, that's me. Hope it was fun. I'm gonna get some sleep because I had not get much sleep last night. I had to wake up so early because we had someone come over to fix something. So I got like 4 hours of sleep. I'm gonna go to bed like almost immediately. I don't know if you guys could tell how tired I am, but let's go raid someone. I have no one to raid right now, so let's just raid Dash Ducks. Oh yeah, plus I did use a lot of energy for that switch, man. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of the day. Have a good night, sleep well, or have a good day, and have a good one. Bye everybody. See ya.